Students, let's start with important topics. So yeah, as I told you, like we are going to cover chapter number 1. So whatever the questions related to chapter number 1, so that I'm going to cover in today's session. So here, like the main questions which you can cover out. If you are having notebooks, you can note down the questions so that you can have its proper revision. Now here the first question. The first one is write any two daily life applications of lenses. So this is the first question. Write any two daily life applications of lenses. So prepare this question. Next, this refractive index and draw a neat diagram of image formed when the object is placed in front of a concave mirror when the position is at C. So if you remember this in morning session we did in the class. So the same question is being again here. Diagram when the object is at C. So while preparation for hint I told you, so always you start with like table. If you learn the things from table, easily you can remember how to complete out diagram. And most of the students are not making the arrows properly. So when you draw ray diagram, arrow representation is very important. So here, if suppose you are starting with the arrow pointing, if the ray is parallel to principal axis is there. If the ray is parallel to principal axis, it will pass through focus. So here, if focus is given, so there is a difference between focus and focal length. When you are representing focus, it should be capital F. One forward arrow is there and the arrow will move with the same direction. Don't get confused. You need to make the same direction arrow downward. And the same way, if the arrow is being passed from focus, so here if suppose the ray is passing from the focus, parallel will pass through focus. The same for object at C, you need to take one more parallel and the ray will be returning from focus. So this is the forward arrow and then the next one is reversed one. Arrow representation is very important. So this you need to be very perfect. Now the next question, what is the, so the first question, draw following diagrams, that is when the object is at C, when it is between C and F. So these two questions you need to complete out. Then the next one, draw, this is refractive index based question. If you recall back, a refractive index based question, if you recall back, you can come across like here, air refractive index is given 1.0003, ice 1.31, next water 1.33, benzene 0.5, 1.5. Arrange the above material in ascending order with respect to speed of light. So many students, I find that they get confused. Speed is inversely proportional to refractive index. Refractive index is represented by mu. They are inversely proportional. If more value of R, refractive index is more, then speed will be less. Here in this question, we need to arrange them in ascending order. So first the lowest one will come. Low speed will be in the material which is having more refractive index. So benzene's refractive index is more. Thus the speed will be less in benzene. So first benzene will come. It's 1.5. Then the next highest value is 1.33. Then ice. Then water. So in the reverse order we need to write. So first you will be writing benzene, then after benzene the speed is getting decreased. So here ascending order, so small to big you need to write. So from air we will start, first air, then ice, then water, then benzene. This will be the order. Depending on whether they are asking ascending or descending, you need to write it. Okay, I want to know the name, those who are attending. Please write down your name, those who joined now. Meanwhile, you can type out answers also. Okay, Srini has. Next one, which material medium is optically denser? What is denser? Denser means thick medium. Okay, thick, more refractive index, more denser. Okay, here more refractive index is benzene. It's 1.5. So the more denser one is 1.51, that is benzene. Between water and benzene they're asking. So when we compare water and benzene, benzene is more denser as it is 1.5. Now the next one is determine the speed of light in benzene. So this already I explained. If they will ask like speed of benzene, so what the formula I told? Refractive index of benzene with respect to water is equal to speed in air upon speed in benzene. So whatever they will ask, like always the speed of air will come in numerator. Now refractive index of benzene is given 1.5. Speed of light is 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 8. We need to find what is the speed in benzene. So this we will shift here, and then this 1.5 will shift to denominator. Thus it will be 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.5. This decimal we need to remove. Thus it is 30 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 upon 15. So they'll get cancelled. 15 2s are 30. Thus speed of benzene is 2 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Speed of light in benzene 2 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So is it clear? Okay, now the next one here, this is also one of the important question of 4 marks. Very often in most of the paper will come across this. So 3 questions we covered. You can write down the questions. First one is write any 2 daily life application of lenses. Second one, ray diagram, object at C and between C and F for concave mirror. And third question, this refractive index one. Now coming to the next. So here, out of this chapter we got only 3 questions from light chapter. So let's start out with the next question paper. Now the next paper, here find the power of convex lens having focal length 50. Find the power of convex lens having power 50. So how are you going to solve for this? So this is chapter 1 question. Next one, symbol of emitter, it's current related. Which device to protect the electric appliances from overloading? If you remember, fuse. Next, 2 resistors 6 and 12 were given to you. How would you connect them to get 4 as resultant resistance? So here 2 resistors are given. So I'll cover out all related to our FS syllabus. I'll not be going like chapter 1 onwards. So the first question is power of the convex lens is 50. Now power is given 50. Formula of power it's reciprocal of focal length. If you remember, it's reciprocal of focal length. So thus the formula is 1 upon f, power focus is given 50. So two types of lenses will be there. One is convex, other concave. If power of concave is asked, it should be taken negative. If power of convex, it's always positive. Now, as it is concave, so it's 1 by convex 1 by 50. Now divide and convert it. So it's 0.1. 0.001. So answer is 0.001, and unit you need to write. Unit of power is diopter. Question once again I am repeating. Find the power of the lens whose focal length is 50 centimeter. So we can find out the power by dividing. For power it's 1 by f. So divide 1 with 50 and you can calculate power. Now next question. The least distance of distinct vision for a young adult. Least distance. If you remember, you need to write 25 centimeter. Hanvika last time wrote it 25 to infinity. Don't make such kind of mistakes. Only 25 to be written. We should not add extra numbers here. Okay, I won't name those who are attending. Only I got Srinidhi has. The next one, draw the symbol of a meter. A meter, A to be written. This is next question. So least vision 25 centimeter, a meter, only A. Next, next question. Which device is used to protect electric appliances from overloading? Can you give answer? Will you say answer? Those who are attending? So it's a fuse. Okay, very good. Okay, Srinidhi has very good. Even Himanshu. Next one, two registers, 6 ohm, 12 ohm were given to you. How would you connect? This kind of questions are there in the textbook. They are in text part. So here 6 and 12 are there. 6 ohm, 12 ohm. How we are going to connect them to make the resistance 4 ohm, equivalent 4. So I am going to connect it. To make the equivalent 4, if you connect them in series, 6 plus 12, it's 18. So series is not possible. So the option is parallel. 1 by Rp is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Here R is 6. R2 is 12. Now get LCM of this. So it's 2 plus 1 by 12. That is 3 by 12. Resistance in parallel. We need to make it reciprocal. So it's 12 by 3. Thus it is 4. How we can get the resistance 4? So when we connect both the resistors in parallel, we can get the resistance as 4 ohm. Okay, is it clear? So the question got completed. Now the next part. Okay, here the 4 questions got covered. So let's move with the next one. Here out of physics we are getting around, in this paper we got 4 questions out of 8 from physics part, and all are very simple. With little concentration you can cover out all. Now the next part is, draw one of the following diagram, that is image formation. Here they have given lens. In the previous question mirror was there. So you need to practice both very properly. If they will ask related to lens, they concentrate on convex. If they will ask related to mirror, they will ask most of the questions from concave mirror. So we need to draw neat diagram of the image formed for the convex lens at f2 and beyond 2f2. So this is your test question for tomorrow. Those who practiced mirror formula and lens formula today, this question you need to write. Note down the question. So here it is at 2f2 and beyond 2f1 2f2. So I'm finding only 2 students here. So tomorrow you will be submitting paper to me. Next question, draw a neat diagram to show electrolytic refining of copper. So this is of chemistry, no need to do. Next, 4 uses of metal, that is also not needed. So here, see, this is also a very interesting question. Following diagram shows the refraction of light in 2 cases. Answer the question given below. On basis of refraction, they are giving 1 4 marks question. So here, question is like the ray is passing out from one medium to another medium. So it's the refraction. So very clear. Which medium is optically rarer among A and B? When we compare the angle, angle should be always compared from normal. So here the normal is there, angle between normal and incident ray. So light is entering from B to A. Here angle of incidence is more, but angle of refraction is less. Means the ray is coming closer to the lens, closer to the normal. So angle got decreased. So when it comes near to the normal, medium is denser. Out of B and A is denser. Here again the ray is entering from B to A, but it is moving away. Here it is coming towards, here it is moving away. So this is the case of towards. Ray is coming towards. When it comes towards, medium is denser. So here when we compare B and A, B is rarer medium, A is denser medium. Here the ray is moving away. So for this case, for B, medium B is denser, medium A is rarer, as the refracted ray is moving away. I think you understood it properly. Which medium is optically rarer among A, B and C? So when we compare, here the comparison is between B and A. Between B and A is denser. And now B and C. B is denser than C. They asked which medium is optically rarer among ABC. So rarer one is C because comparison is done between 3. So answer will be C is rarer. Which medium is optically denser? Optically denser is A because the ray got bent more in case of A. So here medium A is more denser. Now arrange them in order of respect of speed of light. If more denser, speed will be less. So here in ascending order. Ascending means where the speed will be less. So speed will be less in A, then comes B, then comes C. So it will be like A, then B, then C. Okay. No, Srinidhi has, you wrote C, B, A. We need to write in ascending order. Ascending means where it is very slower. It's very slow in A because A is the denser one. So first A will come, then B, then C. Compared to A and B, it will be slower in A, then little faster in B, much more faster in C. Is it clear, Srinidhas? You gave wrong answer. Okay. Now the next one, arrange ABC in ascending order of their refractive index. Now it is related to refractive index. If speed is less, means its refractive index is highest. So ascending order according to refractive index. So order will reverse. So here it will be C, B, A, as they are reciprocal to each other. Is it clear? This question is a little different. You can practice out this also nicely. Shall I move? Okay. Now the next question. Here, this was there in last paper. if you remember, FA2. Teja is not able to see the letter clearly far from her. Identify the eye defect she has been suffering from and how can you rectify it? She cannot see from far. So she can see the near things clearly, but she cannot see far things. So thus, she is suffering from which defect? She is suffering from which defect here? She has been suffering from which defect and how to rectify? So if you remember, I told you like defects of, okay, question is not clear to you. So this question was there in last FA. So the same question is being repeated over here. So she is suffering from nearsightedness. She can see the near objects very clearly, but she cannot see the far things. You need to identify defect, and moreover, you need to write about how the correction could be done. And then next, derive the resistant of the three registers connected in series. So the same question was there in FA. When they are connected in series. So when the resistors are connected in series, so if you recall back, so the registers, they're connected in series from positive terminal will have the current direction R1, R2, R3. Voltage will be V1, V2, V3. So combined voltage of the series is combination of all the three. As per Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So here V1 we can replace with same current will pass over here. So it's I R1, I R2, I R3 and RVS as IRS. I will be taking common. So I told you to write at least this derivation and then that theory part which to be added. Like here we will write like a circuit is being constructed using three registers R1, R2, R3. Each are connected in series having the potential difference V1, V2, V3. When and a meter is connected in series along with that, when current will pass as they are in series, the same amount will pass through them, same amount of current will pass, and there is a difference in their potential. So let the first register is having potential difference V1, second as V2, third as V3. And finally, we'll conclude and then after completing this derivation, resistance in series, you need to write that conclusion point. That is resistance in series is equal to sum total of all individual registers. Then the next one. Okay, this is we completed with the physics part. Now the chemistry part is there. So let's start out with the next paper. Our second paper got completed. If you recall back, I gave only one question for your test. Draw the ray diagram when the object is at 2F at F2 and 2F2 for case of convex lens. Now the next paper, where the first question is find the power of a convex lens. Okay, this is the solution part. We already did it. Okay, see this solution, we made little mistake. Here diopter, while finding power, focal length always must be in centimeter if you remember. Power is given in, focal length is given 50. So they are dividing it by, it should be in meter. So P is equal to 1 by F. F was given 50 centimeter. While finding power, focus must be in meter. So we'll divide it with 100. So thus it will be 51s are 52s are. P is equal to 1 divided by 1 by 2. So it will get reciprocal. So finally it will be 2 diopter. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, now the next part. All these we completed. So let's continue with the third paper. Now I'm not covering with the magnetism, so that letter will do. And the third paper, here, first question is draw the symbol of resistance. So one question definitely we are getting from that diagram symbols. So electric resistance. Next, which of the following material cannot be used to make lens? This question was also there in FA. So here, water cannot be used to make lens. Clay cannot be used to make lens as light passes through. This question, I think it was there in last year board exam. So it will pass through water, light will pass through glass, light will pass through plastic, where it does not passes through clay. So clay cannot be used to make lens. Draw the symbol of electric resistance. So how we'll draw for electric resistance? So this is electric resistance. So this will be the answer. Now the next question. How is voltmeter connected in the circuit to measure potential difference between the 2 points? How simple question? It's connected in parallel. So here total 3 questions we are getting. The first one. 3 questions we got here. Draw the symbol and how it is connected. 3 questions in this paper. In the previous paper, 6 questions are there. Means there is no surety like how you're going to get the paper pattern. Now the next question. Draw a ray diagram of the image formed when object is in between convex lens. So here at infinity and focus. F1. So it's very sure question. In every paper for 4 marks you are getting ray diagram. So those who are not clear with the ray diagram, practice it very well so that here you'll not be losing any marks. Rays and everything to be given very properly. Next, one more question. This was there in your FA2 paper. What can you predict about the mirror if its magnification is +1? If you remember, what do you mean by magnification of a plane mirror is +1? So, answer for that, +1, write any one characteristic of the image formed by. Here, magnification of the mirror is +1. It means that here, image distance and object distance both are equal. Moreover, image is virtual in nature. As we are getting magnification positive, image is virtual. You need to write characteristics. So same points you can write like image distance and object distance is equal. Image shows lateral inversion. Then it's erect. Next, it is formed behind the mirror. So like that you can make any 2 points. This question was there in your study material. So once you can refer out once again this question. So same question can be repeated once again. So this is your second question for tomorrow's test. First question I gave about convex lens where object is at 2f2 and at f2. Next, this ray diagram got completed. So yeah, this kind of question also we are getting very often. So this is little different kind of question. It is given that the focal length of a convex lens is half of its radius of curvature. So we know that focal length is half of radius of curvature. That is f is equal to r by 2. Then we need to complete the table. So easily, if this kind of questions will be there, you can score 4 marks. So here, radius of curvature is given 32. So focus will be half of that. So this will be 16. Next, focus is given 16. Radius will be double of that. Double of 16. Double of 12. 24. Now it's 45. What will be focal length? Please, some of you comment on the answer. I'm waiting for your answer. When radius of curvature is 45. Very nice. 22, 27. 2 twos are 4, 2 twos are 4. 22.5. Who wrote 22.7? 27.5. Giving wrong answer. It's not 27.5. You need to divide the number by 2. 45 divided by 2. 2 twos are 4. It's 22.5. Okay, next 26 is there. If focus is given, focal length is given, we need to double it. So this answer will be double of 26. 52. So again, this is one more simple question where you can score very easily. So this we completed with the first chapter. First chapter, out of the 4 marks question, you are getting like the first question, one question where you are getting either the refractive index based, or you are getting like focal length and radius of curvature based. And ray diagram, it's a compulsory question where you can score easily 4 marks. Now next, from next part, what is myopia? So defect, this is also one of the compulsory question, very often, repeatedly I'm saying. The next one, this recently we covered. Why is tungsten used almost exclusively for filament of electric lamps? So why tungsten is exclusively? Okay, here the first question is myopia, and then how to correct it. The second one, why tungsten is almost exclusively used for filament. So here the reason, because it does not get oxidized as its melting point is high. Why the series arrangement not used in domestic circuits? This question also we are finding in most of the paper. So why it is not used in domestic purpose? Because if one appliance will get damaged, other will stop working. So thus it is not used in domestic purposes. So this is what we completed with the second paper also. If you sit for like 1 hour, easily you can cover out 3 question papers. Now we are starting 4th paper. So already we covered 3 papers where magnetism we are not dealing with. Now the next question, in the next paper, the human eye forms image of the object at its. So this answer I'll be expecting from you. Where image is formed? Cornea, iris, pupil or retina? Where we get image? Where we get image? Retina, very good. Srinidhi has. Next, draw the symbol of emitter. Already this question got repeated. Okay, this name I don't know, like Moonstar. Whose name is that one? Next, little story, retina. Okay, 4 more answers I got, but I'm unfamiliar with the names. Okay, the next one. What is the commercial unit of electric energy? This question also we did many times. It's kilowatt hour, or simply you can write unit. It's either unit or kilowatt hour. So this total, again we got 3 questions in this paper where the image forms on retina, symbol of emitter, only just A you need to write, both the side line, commercial unit of electric energy. So it's option number A is wrong. Correct answer is retina. Image forms on retina. Okay, the next one, ray diagram. Draw a ray diagram of the image formed by object when it is placed in front of concave mirror. Okay, this is your second question. Total I told you need to write 3 questions test. Okay, total 3 questions are given to you. So the ray diagram, one I gave related to lens, and the second question is related to mirror. Concave mirror where the object is at C and between P and F. Now the next one, Again, the refractive index based question, the same question got repeated. You can see that air. So here the rock salt is there. Which medium has highest optical density? Optical density. If more refractive index, more density. What could be the answer? 1.003, 1.54, 1.33, 2.42, 1.5. So here, okay, Ashrita. Then why you wrote 1A for this question? Correct answer is diamond, because diamond's refractive index is more. So it's optically denser. Why you wrote benzene? Here it is 1.003, 1.54, 1.33, 2.4. 2.4 is more than 1.5. So diamond is the correct answer. Diamond is more. In which medium speed of light is minimum? When the refractive index is less, speed will be minimum. Oh, speed will be minimum, they are saying. Minimum means reversely proportional. They're inversely proportional. So in case of diamond, speed will be less as they're inversely proportional. So why you are giving air answer? Speed less, they are saying. Less speed, and listen carefully. Speed and refractive index are inversely proportional. More refractive index, less speed. More is in diamond, so speed will be less. Minimum means less. Is it clear? Everyone wrote air only. Air is wrong answer. Speed and refractive index are inversely proportional. Okay. They are inversely proportional. Whenever they will ask speed related question, you need to say more the speed where less is the refractive index. So speed will be more in air and it is less in diamond. Okay. Next, in which medium the light travels faster? Faster means speed more. Now air will be the answer. As the refractive index of air is less, so it will travel faster. Okay, very good. Now the next question, which medium has least optical density, less density? Where the density is less? Now give answer to the fourth question. Where density is less? Okay, nice. In air, density is less. So this also we covered with 4 marks question, one ray diagram as usual, one refractive index based question. So easily everyone can score good marks over here. Now already we discussed these questions. Myopia, definitions, electric current, potential difference, electric resistance, electric power. So all the definitions we covered. So this is what we are getting for 8 marks question. See how simple. Defect of vision you are getting for 8 marks. Sorry, it's invisible to you. So here, defects of vision we are getting for 8 marks. So only the fools will leave this question. Practice it very nicely, and then all the 3 diagrams you need to draw: normal eye, defect eye, and then corrected eye. Then write in sequence like introduction, then reasons, then correction, all. So this is very sure question which is going to be in 8 marks. Now the next one. So this paper got completed. Okay, what you want me to wind up, or shall I continue one more paper? What you want? So one of your messages like, shall I continue for one more paper? We completed 4 papers. If you're tired, you can have the rest. Okay, one more? Okay. Okay, let's continue one more paper. Okay, now 5th paper. First question, the least distance of the distinct vision. So this question is common in every paper, like least vision. So least distance is 25 centimeter. Draw the symbol of electric cell. So last time many of you wrote it wrong. I gave battery. For cell, only one to be there. So there is a difference between cell and battery. If they will ask for cell, only one connection. Positive terminal, negative terminal. If they will ask about battery, we need to draw in continuation, like at least 3, and give separately symbols to all. Write it little far and then give the separate symbol. Okay, next one. What is the SI unit of resistance? Ohm, already you know. Either you can write the spelling OHM or you can give the symbol. So now here in this paper also 3 questions. So either we are getting 4 questions or 3 questions. At least 3 are there sure in every paper. Now the next question. A ray of light traveling in air enters optically into water. From air it is entering into water. Predict and write the whether the light will bend. So here from air it is entering to water. Air is electrically rarer medium. Water is denser medium. When light will enter from rare to denser, it will bend towards normal. So it will come closer. You need to draw only diagram. So based on this also they are giving one question. When the light is entering from rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal. So you can write the statement like, as the light is entering from rarer to denser, so it will move towards normal. Okay, now the next question. In which material medium the speed of light is least? Again, this is your turn to give answer. Where the speed is less, I told you like it's inversely proportional. Where speed will be less? Where the speed will be less? Please say answer. Air it is 1.003, ice it is 1.3, ruby it is 1.7, benzene it is 1.5. Which one is highest? What do you feel? Where the speed will be least? Slow. More refractive index, speed is slow. Still not received answer. Okay, ruby, very good. Ruby as it is 1.7, so speed is slow. Next question, in which medium the speed is least? The same question they repeated, here it should be more. So what will be the answer? In which medium the speed is more? Where the speed is more? Air, very good. Next, calculate the speed of light in benzene. The same question we got again. We'll divide air speed with benzene's refractive index, that is 1.5. So answer will be 2 multiplied by 10 raised to 8. Okay. Now we completed all these. Now 4 marks questions are over. 8 marks question again, obviously defect of vision. So this paper also got completed. Okay, here they changed the question. Explain the following. This also in 8 marks they asked. Twinkling of star and formation of rainbow. That's for 4 marks each. And the next, deduce the expression for equivalent resistance in 3 resistors connected in parallel. So as I told you, like these 2 questions are very sure questions where either the series or parallel is asked. So here the question is, for parallel connection we need to derive. And the previous one was twinkling of star and formation of rainbow. Okay, who is sending this dirty emojis and all? Okay, the next one, this paper got completed. The last question we are having, depend on magnetism. Okay, nice. In between the class, I gave 3 questions. Those who noted, please give the test and bring it tomorrow. Is everything clear? Voice, everything was clear? If you understood properly and you felt it like the today's class is little beneficial for you, we'll continue. So tomorrow, just inform me like whether you want to continue for the next session or not. If you'll be interested, we'll continue our revision session in this way, where with 1 hour preparation, you can cover out all the things. Those who will be getting time, write down these two questions also, twinkling of star and formation of rainbow. Already you all are familiar with that. If you completes, I'll be very happy. So complete out your syllabus, given questions. Most probably everyone are tired now. Now instead of wasting your time, like not wasting your time, instead of having further studies, go and have your relaxation, sleep nicely, get up early, and have rest of the revision there. Okay, good night to all. Nice, and thanks for attending. Those who attended. I'm winding up the class now.